Blunt Talk with LT episode 116. This episode's brought to you by StackGwop.com. StackGwop.com/shop for your SGE merch. Use promo code Blunt Talk, capital B, capital T, for 10% off everything in the SGE store. Incredibly annoyed right now. I lost how many minutes of footage? So many minutes. I lost like 20 minutes of footage. We started recording the podcast initially, and then one of the cameras gave out somehow. I don't even fucking know. Fluke accident, and boom. Lost footage. So, yeah, we had to pretty much restart it. Actually got a new camcorder for the podcast, as you can see if you look around in the studio too. New StackGwop Studio. Spent a little money on the infrastructure, tried to, rebuild and to build forward for the podcast. And as soon as that happens, one of the old cameras give out, and we had to put in a replacement for that. So that gave out, lost all the footage, it corrupted the file. I don't know what happened, but fucked up shit happens when you're doing, shows and things of these natures, and you're building everything. You have all the infrastructure yourself, and you're not backed behind a huge network, and accidents happen. Even with networks, shit happens, but they foot the bill, not you. What was the major point of this? I'm fixing the live streams. You have to say all this shit again because I said it the first time, but we lost the footage. Building towards doing live stream stuff. I got a bunch of live streaming things. We're setting it up where it kind of failed. If you subscribe to the channel, you probably see the live stream test we've been doing all week. Trying to get the live stream interviews up because interviews live streamed are always like more intense. People have to be more witty and more quick with their words. You can't crop and edit things out, so you have to be sharp. So the live interviews are the way I want to go. I want to push towards live interviews and even do live shows and live reactions to the supporters' comments. I wanted to do reactions and engage with the fans and whatnot. So it's like, I'm trying to take the shit to the next level. So we're gonna look out for that. Pretty much just look out for that. We're gonna have some live shows coming on the page soon. Okay, so let's get into some topics here. What do we got first? Oh fuck, I lost that shit too, that R. Kelly shit. I'm not doing that again. I think I have a piece of that still recorded. But what do we got here first? Let's get to the viral reaction that's been going crazy. People talking about police reform. There's always new police videos coming out, people getting shot. But this isn't a shooting. This is, let's just play the video and then react to this. I don't think there's any sound in this video because it's in the police station in the precinct. Police grabs this young lady by her hair. I don't know what he's doing right here. But as you can see, he's setting her up to just fling her, slamming her head on the ground, whole body. I have no idea why, and nobody really has information. Although this has been trending and viral, no one really knows what's going on. Let's finish the rest of the video before I get into this. Once again, there's no audio, so my audio listeners are listening to dead space right now. That's why it was good for me to continue talking. But at the end of the day, it's like you see the blood on the floor. We don't know what prompted this officer to do this. As you can see, this is Canada. People were talking about law reform and everything and getting all crazy in the U.S., but this is this video's from Calgary. Calgary is in Canada, so this is a Canadian video, but Canadian police need reform too. It's not just in America where we need police reform. It's the whole North America where we need police reform. I didn't want to start off the episode with this shit, to be honest. I didn't want to get into the whole Black Lives Matter police reform bag to begin the episode, but that's what happens when you lose 20 minutes of footage of things that we've already discussed. I'm probably going to put some things. I think I can salvage a bit of the footage I lost earlier in the show, but it's probably going to be on the back end of the episode. One camera shy of the whole natural look of the show though, because technical difficulties. Um, what do we got here? Okay, so we got a video, another mask situation. Let's watch the video then react.
Listen to anything you say. When you talk to me like that, and I know it's because you're discriminating against me because I'm a Trump supporter. Fuck Black Lives Matter. I need a straw. Thank you. And I need sugar too, please. For the raw sugar, like 3 packets, please. No, it's not a law. It's not a law. And I can show you the penal code and everything. It's a hoax. I don't have to wear a mask. I'm not going to wear a mask. This is America, and I don't have to do what you say.
Excuse me, you're
Trump 2020.
You need to leave. Thank you.
No, fuck you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Fuck Black Lives Matter.
It's okay.
Don't listen to anything you say.
Okay, coming back and saying the fuck Black Lives Matter, Trump 2020 not wearing the mask. That must suck for Trump when he looks at it. All the Trump supporters have to be, not wearing masks and doing some stupid shit and saying fuck Black Lives Matter just to be a Trump supporter. She's saying she was being discriminated against because she's a Trump supporter. I think they were just not having the fact that you weren't wearing a mask. Like, you have the mask wrapped around your chin. So it's like, just put it up above your face. I don't understand why people are so heavy on the protest when it comes to wearing a mask indoors. It's like, you may not like the whole mask thing. You may not care about the COVID. You may not care about people dying. You may just want to go out there and do you, be a free citizen. But when you're in an establishment that requires a mask and you already have the mask around your chin, it's like, I don't even get that. Just pull it up around your face. These videos get too much attention, too much shine. I feel like sometimes people be doing this shit purposely because they know they're going to go viral and be spoken about on every talk show, or everyone's reaction videos, or, just being on the social media timeline, just getting that type of fame, that cheap clout. A lot of people are signing up for that. So I feel like people are doing it purposely at this point when you see these videos keep popping up. Not going to spend too much time here. What else do we got here? Okay, so they're saying Lil Baby got robbed at the BET Hip Hop Awards because he lost Artist of the Year award to Megan Thee Stallion. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of controversy around this. My personal opinion, I feel like Lil Baby had a better year. He used hotter music than Megan Thee Stallion, in my personal opinion. But I think Megan Thee Stallion is probably a bigger pop star and a little more mainstream with her appeal right now, and with all the headline snatching. So for Artist of the Year, I don't know. I don't know who votes on these things. I don't know how they break down the criteria of who's winning or what it takes to win Artist of the Year. But I don't see why there's so much controversy behind this. I don't see why people are so enraged. It's like, yeah, I like Lil Baby's music better too. A lot of people do. He had a run this year. He put out a lot of music, but at the end of the day, it's like, maybe it's the pop appeal. And I guess they don't expect that from the BET Hip Hop Awards, and it's funny for the BET Hip Hop Awards to actually be getting that type of recognition where people care about who wins specific awards, because usually they treat it like it's some second rate award show to the BET Awards, and then like a third rate award show to like the actual Grammys or things like that. So you don't really see this much reverence and significance placed behind the BET Hip Hop Awards. So maybe that's a good thing in the totality of the way we look at things. But for the most part, I don't think that the outrage is really fitting for this one. It's like, he lost the award. Maybe it's the Lil Baby fans going wild. Who knows? What else do we got here? Okay, more videos trending. They wanted to do a side-by-side comparison of the recent shooting of Wallace, who was shot multiple times in Philly. And, he allegedly had a knife. I think I seen the knife in the video. And he suffered from mental illness. So they're putting this side-by-side of what happens when it's a white person opposed to a black person. But on first, I don't know. Let's watch the video and then react and give it real judgment. I feel like there's two angles to this, so we can see both angles of what actually happened. So this is the side-by-side video.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Bro, they just killed them in front of me. Yo! Yo! Y'all ain't had to give him that many fucking shots. Y'all ain't had to give him that many shots. Yo, what the fuck? Yo!
Okay, so if you watch both of those videos, the side-by-side video shot, I think there's another angle. I'm going to get to the other angle soon. But the side-by-side shot, when you take in both videos, the black guy was kind of running up on the cop with the knife, allegedly. And they shot so many bullets, I couldn't even count how many times they shot him. But they made sure that he was immobilized, and not just immobilized, like dead. They made sure they shot him enough to kill him right there, right on the spot. If you're aware that he suffers from mental illness and has the knife and he's coming at you, I get like there's arguments for the police officer that they felt like their life may have been at risk and they needed to shoot. But when you come at that many times, you're really trying to kill. That's a lethal shot. That's not a protection, self-defense type shot. You're shooting to kill him at that amount. And when you look at the other side and you see the white folk, the white guy is not coming at the cop as aggressively as the black guy in the picture with the momentum that he has. So they have that on their side for looking at that. But he's swinging the knife recklessly, and they don't ever feel like their life is in danger, and they don't even shoot the guy, and the video just ends there. Well, it doesn't end there. There's more to the video, but he ends up being apprehended without being shot at all in that one. So it's like, okay, clearly there's a difference between the way black people and white people are treated by cops in America, and they're quick to shoot. But it's like, if you watch this channel and you listen to the podcast, you've seen this so many times and so many different displays of these actions. So this is not new. This is not new information to see the comparison in the way folks are treated by the cops, especially if you watch this show. If you're actively listening to the podcast or watching the clips that I show, a lot of the times I show the difference in the two Americas. It's like, it's quite evident. This is quite evident. This isn't new material for anybody to digest and be like, oh my God, there's such a difference. Like, no, not at least if you listen to this shit. Let's look at the other actual view from inside someone else's car that watches this. Let's see this.
Yo, watch the wheel. Don't shoot the wheel. Yo, this shit crazy. He gonna smoke. Yo. Yo, watch my wheel. Yo, this shit get crazy out here. Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! Bro, they just killed them in front of me. Yo! Yo! Y'all ain't had to give him that many fucking shots. Y'all ain't had to give him that many shots. Yo, what the fuck? Yo! This shit crazy, cuz. Yo! Chill, bro. Don't get in no shit with him, bro.
What you talking about, bro? It's always him. He nutty.
Yo, what the fuck, bro? This
fucking
shit
nutty
in front of me.
Hey.
Okay, so that angle's a lot more clear. You can see a lot more detailed, in people's face and who actually was there and what happened, and the police officers' faces, and you just get more in that shot. It's a lot more cleaner of a visual. Same result, same shit, same thoughts behind it. Still really inexcusable. It was completely unnecessary, but that's America, and we're gonna add what was his name, Walter Wallace, to the list of people and the list of names that, you know, deserve justice now. So it's the same story. It's just ridiculous. All 2020, all year, and it's not even just 2020. The years prior, this has been going on for a long time. This is nothing new. We're just spreading awareness and, you know, bringing awareness to these type of things, and they're trending all the time. So we're gonna discuss the injustice. What else do we got here? Okay, so more injustice. Like, what the fuck? This whole episode's all this shit. This whole episode. If you're an audio listener, my apologies once again. We're going into video mode. We always have to react to the videos. But, okay, so what is the backstory behind this one? Okay, so this is a black man. His wife is white. She was doing 45 in a 30 zone. He's in the passenger seat. Their baby is in the back seat. He wasn't read his rights. They didn't answer his question. He didn't raise his voice. He was dragged out of the car with force. Okay, so let's watch the video, then react. But I don't understand why they're targeting someone in the passenger seat. That makes no sense. But let's see this.
Traffic ticket, you said she was going what?
45 and a 30.
All right, so if she going 45 and a 30, they pulled her over for a traffic ticket. How is it lawful for them to get the identification of the passenger, which they did not get, but said they identified him?
Andrew, please. Please, no.
They not trying to let me get out of the car myself, bro. I'm on the phone, obviously. You took your time with your investigation. I can't take my time and get out my car.
No.
My child's in the
You
car.
had multiple chances.
Give me a kiss, babe.
Okay, do you want to come out on your own?
Get off me. Get off me.
You understand that you were under arrest?
Do you understand that they pulling on me like they dogs? I'm a human being.
Get out the car.
Then back up and let me get out.
You did.
I kissed my family goodbye. Get off me.
Get out. Come on.
Let me get out then.
Okay, I don't understand that at all. You're in the passenger. Why are you being apprehended? Why are they saying there's more to the story that came out and tried to say that he had a warrant out for his arrest, but he didn't show any identification. He wasn't even the driver. He wasn't being investigated. How would they know that? They're saying the officer knew him by face, and I don't fucking know. For me, this is ridiculous when you look at this. See a man being dragged out of his car in front of his kids and his wife, and he wasn't the driver. He wasn't the person speeding. What should have happened was the woman should have been written up a ticket, and they should have been gone on their way without any of that type of bullshit. But you see it happen time and time again when it comes to black people being unjustly, you know, treated by the cops, pulled out of his car, you know. It's terrible. People are going to politicize this and be like, this is why we got to vote Biden instead of Trump. But really and truly, this shit's been happening before Trump was in office. This shit was happening when Obama was in office. And I didn't really see people coming at Obama to change the way America ran and all the racism. People were just looking at the fact that every time Obama tried to do something, Republicans stopped him. And he didn't really seem like he had the power to change things the way people think that Trump has the power to change things right now. And nothing is changing. This is just America being America. At the end of the day, racism exists, and you know, black folks are going to be treated this way. But we can there's other ways to fight against this, but I don't think this is a moment to politicize this and be like, oh, Democrats, it's going to change everything, because I don't think that's the solution. But I'm not here trying to support Trump and, you know, tell people what to vote for. But I just feel like thinking that, you know, voting for the president's going to change anything like this, it's like, nah, we got to put pressure on whoever's in office to actually reform the police and have consequences instead of just temporary repercussions that last a month in these executive orders with no actual bills being passed. So, you know, it is what it is. What else do we got here? Do we have anything other than Black Lives Matter stuff? Because apparently Black lives still matter, but people don't realize that because shit's just happening still. People still getting thrown out of cars. People still getting shot in the streets like dogs. What else do we got here? The whole Tory Lanez Meg saga. Pretty much like a week old now. Tory Lanez pretty much came out on IG Live and spoke his piece. So let's react to that because I didn't actually react to this yet. Been off the podcast for like a week, not even that long, but it is what it is. All right, so let's see it.
She starts breaking down the story. And I want y'all to pay close attention to how she breaks down the story, okay? Really pay close attention. She breaks down the story and she says, yo, I'm arguing. I'm in the car. I'm arguing with this nigga. I'm tired of arguing with this nigga. We get into a heated argument. I'm tired of arguing with this nigga. I get out the car. This nigga get out the car, and he starts shooting me. For no reason, he starts shooting me. So boom, then the cops pull us over and da-da-da-da. Hold on, let's take the first facts back for what she just said. So you mean to tell me that you're in a car with a person and this person is arguing with you? This person has gotten you to a place of like, yo, I don't even want to be around you. Like, I'm above this. I'm out of here. You get out of the car because the heated argument is so heated. And then this person gets out and shoots you in both of your feet. And you jump back in the car? Why would you jump back in the car with a dangerous man who just did a dangerous crime to you, who did this criminal intent to you and all this? Why? Why would you jump back in the car? Well, yo, then the police pull us over and I see, you know what I'm saying? We're all black in the car. There's a gun in the car. So I don't even want to be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to get in more trouble. And I'm trying to protect this man. Because at the end of the day, it's niggas getting shot out here. She then throws the black card at me. I'm trying to protect this black man. My love, nobody ever reported that you got shot but you. So how are you trying to protect me? At what point were you trying to protect me? At what point? Like, you know I got a child. You know that these type of situations, even an accusation, is something that I can't even be playing with. I don't even play with my life like that. So why would that, that to me just doesn't make sense. Okay, cool. Yo, I lied to the cops, I lied to the doctors. Let me tell you why they saying there's glass in my feet though. Because I lied to the cops, I lied to the doctors, I lied to this, that, and the third. Ladies and gentlemen, I need us to really understand what she's saying here. You mean to tell me that these medical doctors that are in an ambulance that work on-site injuries 24/7.
Okay, so that was a piece of the first clip. Let me let him continue the story before I react and go in on the clip. So, second part of the clip.
24/7 for all day. They have to know every type of on-site injury, the specifications on the type of on-site injuries, so they can treat it right. You mean to tell me you lied to these people and they just treated you for glass when you had a bullet in you? If that's what you're saying, okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say they were dumb. You mean to tell me that the cops who were called for a gunshot in a Suburban or whatever the car was, found that same Suburban and found a gun in it, see you leaking, and didn't check you for bullet wounds? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say they were dumb. You then further said, yo, I'm at a cotton mouth like a motherfucker smoking all day. You then say, oh, well, I was trying to protect this black man, so I never said nothing. I didn't want them to shoot me. I didn't want them to kill me. Okay, but when me and Kelsey and Quan were over there being questioned, you were in a stretcher. No one is going to shoot you in a stretcher. You had plenty of time to tell the cops that you were in danger. You had plenty of time. I'm not protecting somebody who just heinously shot me after a conversation that we just had. My mind is not on protecting you. I'm bleeding from my feet. I'm thinking about protecting my own life and I'm in danger. Why would you not say that with 2 feet bleeding from 2 bullet holes, from what you're saying? I don't understand that. And then there's this whole narrative of, you know, like, I didn't want to put this black man on you know, I didn't want to get him in trouble. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm protecting this man and he keeps talking. And so now, you know, he keeps getting his media team to start doing certain things to make me look incredible and to smear me. And to make him look good and to make it look like I'm not. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, have I been around in the last 3 months saying anything? Have you seen in the last 3 months one article that made me look good during this? One? Have you seen it? You haven't seen it nowhere. Because at the end of the day, my PR team is not out here playing with my jeopardy of my life and freedom. Y'all are doing this for the internet. This is my life. I'm the only person with the case. So at the end of the day.
Okay, I think there's a bit more.
The last 3 months of my life, I've been in this place where You know, I've been bashed. I've been cut through, just people every single day coming at me. And it's crazy because the whole thing about it is like, when this whole debacle, or whatever you call it, came about, the whole time it's like, she knows what happened, I know what happened, and we know that what you're saying and what the alleged things and the alleged accusations of my name is are not true. It's falsified information, it's false information, and it's not accurate information. I don't ever want to come off like I'm here to bash this girl, or I'm here to talk down about this girl, or ever be at a place where like I'm disrespecting her, because to me as a person, she's still my friend. No matter what, even if she doesn't look at me like that, I look at her like she's still my friend.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
Okay, so I'll wrap it up there. There's more footage. I don't even know what order those videos were actually in, but come on, man. Okay, so there's a lot here, but I'm pretty much over the situation. Let me just go to Meg's stories before I touch on Tory Lanez stories, because that's what he was commenting on. He spent a lot more time just nitpicking through the little the parts he deems to be not true about her story, and more focusing on that opposed to saying what actually really happened. So when it comes to Meg's story, Meg claims that, you know, she shot him, but for Meg's story, she left out a bunch of things. And when you leave out things, omission of, you know, whatever part of the story kind of leads. That's why people say she's lying about certain things, because she left out shit. So it's not like she lied about the things that she said. We don't know if that's true or not until, like, you know, everything, the case settles. But for the most part, she left out things. Therefore, it's like, okay, that's kind of, I'm looking at you sideways for that. Tori, let's get to Tori stuff, because this is more, you know, what I'm here for right now. We already covered a lot of Meg. Tori really nitpicked and went through all the things that she said and kind of trying to, oh, why didn't you do this? Oh, you were shot here. Why were you doing the questioning all her decisions? Never actually came up with a story to say he didn't do it or why it didn't happen, or if it was like, he's more of being like, okay, if you were shot, why was this happening? She's kind of like debating the fact that if she was shot or not, more opposed to he didn't shoot her, and never once saying I did not shoot her, or not even saying who did, if anyone. I'm not expecting him to snitch if someone else shot her and he did not indeed shoot her. But for him to say that he's still friends with her, like, if she's lying and you truly didn't shoot her like you said, and she's lying on your name to make everybody think that, you know, you shot her, and you're getting charged criminally and facing 20 plus years for this, and she's still your friend, that doesn't make any sense. So fuck everything I said prior leading up to that. That one part of the situation does not make sense, because there's no way in hell a woman's gonna lie on my name, say I shot her, and then I'm gonna be like, oh, we're still friends though. I'm facing 20 years. My whole career is being fucked up. It's in shambles right now. My life is in shambles. I'm facing 20 years in prison for shooting you in the foot, and we're still friends. You're still good people. Please, I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck out of here with that shit. That doesn't sound right. I heard that. I'm like, red flag. I'm not here to convict people. The court of public opinion really doesn't mean anything in this matter. It's a legal matter now. He's facing 21, 22 years. Can't even remember the exact number. 20 plus years. It's like, this is not for the court of public opinion. But when I look at that, I'm like, yeah, who says that? That's weird. And I didn't get no clear story. So you're leaving out stuff too. There's omission of, you know, full story and full truth. So therefore we can look at it like you're lying too. Like, this whole story is a bunch of capping. And it's like, we'll just wait to see what happens when, you know, everything settles. And at this point, you know, I'm never here for cancel culture anyway. At the end of the day, I'm not here to cancel someone, not cancel somebody. But it's like, I choose who I could support and who I don't support. Personally, I'm not trying to start a campaign to say, you know, I'm canceling this person or whatnot. But I said this before, I'm gonna say this again. If everything settles and it shows that he actually, you know, shot her in the foot, in the feet, whatever happened, if he did it, then he's a bitch ass nigga, and I ain't fucking with that. I ain't supporting that. And if he didn't do it and she was capping the whole time, and a lot of these videos supporting Meg and the whole support black women things come out, like, you know what I mean? Everyone was focused on this because she used it as like as a slogan for her whole, like, you know, case, her whole side of the story, the whole support black women aren't being taken care of, protect black women. It's like if she was lying the whole time, you know what type of disservice you do to anybody's type of movements. You were lying, you were capping, you're making up the whole thing, and he didn't shoot you. So it's like if he's innocent of it, it's not just innocent, because court and the really and truly in law, it's not about what actually happened. It's what you can actually prove and what you can disprove. So it's like, but for the most part, if everything comes out and it's showing that he didn't do it and the evidence clearly leans to it, and it's not just about proving, it's like it shows it details what actually happened, and the narrative is completely different and he didn't shoot her, then Meg's getting judged all the way, and I'm looking at her super sideways, and I'm writing her off. I'm not supporting anything she does if she was indeed lying. So basically, this trial kind of just shows who's gonna really not be fucked with and supported at the end of this when the conclusion comes out. But till the time being, I feel like we can just wait. Court of public opinion, everyone can make up their mind and say what, you know, they feel. Because I looked at that whole, you know, she's still my friend shit. That's weird. And I kind of make up my mind a little bit on that. But we'll wait and we'll see. But for the most part, I feel like that's the end of the coverage. Unless someone comes out with more stories. Unless one of them comes and actually speaks on in detail of what actually happens, I don't really feel like I'm going to cover this too much on the podcast anymore. I spent a long time on this already. So let's get into some next shit. What else do we got here? Okay, let's get into some recent shit. Okay, so this picture's been floating around, and Lil Wayne has endorsed President Trump, and he's been getting dragged, and everyone's going in on him, and like everyone's going in on rappers. First 50, or first Ice Cube for even meeting with Trump, then 50, then Lil Pump, now Lil Wayne. We'll get to Pump later. I don't think I showed that video and react to that yet, but yeah, Lil Wayne getting dragged, and it's like, who really cares about somebody else's political views and who they're voting for? They're one single individual. They're a rapper. Lil Wayne has always had fishy comments when it comes to politics and black movements or anything for the people. Lil Wayne's always had suspect comments when it came to the whole Black Lives Matter movement. He said back then, he's like, fuck that shit, my lives matter to my bitches, or something. He said some bullshit. He said all sorts of wild shit when it comes to like these type of movements. So it's like you don't expect him to you know, be under that Democratic umbrella that black people have been, you know, held under for a long time, really and truly. And the popular opinion is to just support Democratic, you know, candidates publicly and never show support for Republicans. I'm not going to get into this whole Democrat-Republican shit, because at the end of the day, everyone can vote. I don't really care. Lil Wayne's not influencing my vote. I don't even know why people allow rappers and these people to influence their vote. It's like, if they do that, they do that. You don't need to kill them for that. At the end of the day, it's their vote. It's their thought. Lil Wayne, 50, Lil Pump, whoever wants to vote for lower taxes, that's their money. That's their interest. Lil Wayne's voting in, where is he voting? I don't even know where he's voting. Probably Louisiana. So I don't know if that's a typical red or blue state, to be honest, but it is what it is. Do I really care about this? Not really, no. This is a non-story for me. I don't even know why this is on like Donkey of the Day and all sorts of weird shit going on with this. I don't even think that's a big deal. Wow, you're voting for Trump. Who cares? What else do we got here? Okay, so the Latin King who attacked R. Kelly in jail gets life for racketeering and 2 murders. So the guy that attacked R. Kelly, you heard of R. Kelly, you know, almost getting stabbed with a pencil, getting, you know, jumped by a couple of guys in jail. The guy that was the head of that thing happening got life in jail. So he's facing life. He murdered 2 elderly people with a hammer. So it's not like this guy's a goon out here putting in work. Like, you killed a 67 and a 74-year-old man with a hammer. So you're trash. So it is what it is. How long's R. Kelly facing? R. Kelly's in there, huh? Nigga's facing like 8 years or some shit like that. That's wild. Yeah, it is what it is with that. What else do we got here? We wrapping it up. Blunt Talk with LT. We stepping it up. New studio, new guests coming soon. Longer episode formats. Just, you know, more for the podcast. We stepping the shit up out here. yeah, stay tuned. More live streams. We're gonna start live streaming shit. I already spoke about that earlier in the show. That's gonna add a whole new element to the show. Yeah. Back at it, baby. Yeah.